everyone, and welcome to Martin's Houseplant of the Week. We are super excited to be offering this as a way to connect with all of you and also talk about houseplants, because what's really more fun than that? Houseplants are a super trendy hobby right now, and the trendiest of the houseplant community for a while now has been the Monstera Deliciosa, which is right here to my left. On my right, I have a mini Monstera, which is a bit of a more rare option that we do sell here at Martin's, but today we're really going to be talking about this beauty right here. This plant also will be available in a giveaway where all the details will be on our Instagram. So with Monstera Deliciosa, you can see a mature version right here to my left and also a immature version right here. It's super interesting because the juvenile growth comes out without any splits in it, and then as it gets older, it gets these splits in the leaves. They roll out in a really cool way to where you can kind of watch them roll out and grow, which is really cool. For the Monstera Deliciosa, it is in the family Araceae, and it is an aroid plant, which makes it super easy for propagation, and it can grow up supports like this, or you can kind of let it go for a more wild look. For light for these plants, it's really neat because they like bright indirect light, so they're going to want to be in a nice sunny window, but they are an understory plant, or they like grow along barks of trees. So they don't want to ever be in full direct sunlight. For planting of these, you're going to want to make sure that you plant in a nutrient-rich, well-drained soil. So if you use a standard potting mix, you want to make sure you mix in some sand in there or some perlite, or even for an added benefit, you could use orchid bark to kind of allow for more water to drain freely. And always make sure, always, that you have a drainage hole in the bottom of your pot, and if you find a beautiful pot that doesn't have that, then just keep it in the nursery pot or go find a bigger nursery pot that you can just set down in there. It also makes it really easy when you're repotting to just kind of switch that out, and you can move it to another pot if you want. For watering, you don't ever want the plant to be fully submerged in water. I would just stick your finger in there about an inch into the soil. If it feels dry, water. If not, you don't have to worry about it. I like to aerate my soil every now and then, so I'll just take like a pencil or a skewer or something and kind of break up the soil a little bit to allow air to kind of flow through a little bit easier. For fertilizer for these, they're going to want a nice standard fertilizer that's just going to kind of enhance foliar growth rather than any kind of blooming. So we have some good things here like Super Thrive, or just a standard houseplant fertilizer that'll work really well. And you only want to fertilize in the spring and summer. I wouldn't do it much outside of that time frame. We will be offering a giveaway. And we're super excited about this because we're not going to offer a giveaway for a Houseplant of the Week every week. This is just kind of a promo to kind of get our Houseplant of the Week up and running. So we are going to give this Monstera away. And basically all the details will be on our Instagram page. So make sure that you go and you check out our Instagram. It's at Martin's Home and Garden. And then we also have at Florals by Martin's. And the details for how to enter the giveaway to win this plant are on there. Basically, you'll just tag a friend in there, make sure you're following us, and then share it to your Instagram story. So that more people can see it and get involved. If you have any recommendations for what next week's Houseplant of the Week is, or anything you'd like to see, just let us know. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Thanks so much for tuning in, y'all.